Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. So I've told you guys in the past, the first 45 years of my life, I'd say I was a Christian. And for my own personal reasons, I left the church. I am a very spiritual person. I am by no means an atheist. But I've tried different things, but I don't really have a label as to what my spiritual path is. It's just my spiritual path. But there's still a lot of, I'd say, Christian uh, values or attitudes in me. Um, it often, you know, having been, well, almost 15 years now, not being a Christian, just kind of like, well, being labelless with my spiritual, I just know I'm an eternal spiritual being. And, so why do I need a label? But, anyways, it often gets me thinking about things like, well, things that I learned through religious classes or going to church or whatever, things that are said in the Bible. And I often think about the Garden of Eden and humanity getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And I have my own unique take on this. It's different than how most people look at it. I believe in any religious text, not just the Bible, but other ones too. A lot of these stories are not to be taken literally. They are more like parables to get a point across. So when you read these, you have to be open-minded and think about it. It's just reading it, taking it literally, and not thinking about it, or taking somebody else's word for what it truly means. Which brings me to the point, this is my point of view. And you don't have to buy into it. I'm not asking anybody to, I'm just kind of sharing it. But I believe the Garden of Eden was never one specific place on the planet. I believe the planet was the Garden of Eden. The whole planet was the Garden of Eden. Because when I look at the other animals, and humans are animals, and we are a part of nature. But when I look at the other animals, the wild animals, there is nothing that they need to pay for to live. They go out, they forage, and they hunt. They survive like that. In other words, Creator God provided everything they need to survive on this gorgeous planet. Okay? Humans, being, well, sometimes too smart for their own good, started to break away from nature, because just like the other animals, everything we needed to survive was provided for free on this planet. The only work we had to just, harvest it. Hunt and harvest. Okay? Go find your water. Somehow humans got it in their head, that it should be harder than this. Because, if it's that simple, if it's that easy, if somebody gave this life to you as a gift, you must be pretty stupid. I guess that's the way people think. I don't know. They're having trouble looking at life as a gift. I don't think anybody truly does look at life as a gift. Otherwise, they wouldn't be working and enslaving themselves to others to live. Anyways, so I believe when we got to that point that we felt that we needed to go out and work, for someone else especially, is when we lost the Garden of Eden. Now, what I remember in the Bible is God telling Adam and Eve they're being kicked out of the garden and that they must toil and work the land to live and survive. He didn't say work. He especially didn't say, and I only use he with God because it's most familiar to most people. I believe God is both as both female and male energies. Otherwise, there wouldn't be females if there was just male. Anyways, um, so what the Creator meant by working to live was, well, you got it in your head that you needed to, well, tear up the land, take out the trees, plant things, and, raise animals. You're giving yourself all this added extra work. Okay, go ahead, do it. That's how we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. We would not accept Creator God's gift of life, free life, because this beautiful planet had all the vegetation, animals, water we needed to survive. But for some reason, we just decided we needed to do all this. And then, it started out with, okay, we had to mark territories when God never took out that magic marker and made territories. And my viewpoint on this is not straightforward when it comes to borders and boundaries. It is not straightforward where I'm either on this side or this side, okay? So don't assume anything. That's not what this video is about anyway. So then we had to just start staking our territory so we could raise our animals for food and plant our crops and stuff. So not only did we get kicked out of the Garden of Eden where everything's provided for us, we got kicked out of the Garden of Eden and lost our freedom. Because people originally were nomads. And I gotta tell you, if you've ever been a nomad like me, you start to realize, ooh, that's very deeply an internal instinct to follow the weather. And man, is it a joy. It was a lot of fun. Damn, this broken leg. Anyways, so I truly believe that when the Creator God kicked humanity out of the Garden of Eden and said, you now have to work to live, it was more, okay, this is what you want, this is what you got, okay? And when he said work, he did not mean that you had to go to a formal school and formal college and then go out and get a job working for someone else. No, what Creator God meant was, okay, you're going to have to work the land. You're going to have to prepare the soil, plant the seed, harvest, etc. Rotate your crops. You have to raise your animals, slaughter them, prepare them, all this stuff. For the most part, it's rare people go out and, pick fruit from wild plants and pop it in their mouth, eat it. Now there's all this preparation and everything. So to me, that is what Creator God meant by working. It did not mean to enslave yourself to someone else and work for them. No, you work for yourself. Whether it be enslaving yourself to a business, which is enslaving yourself to a government, you're enslaving yourself. So that's where we lost the Garden of Eden. Everything was provided, from our food, water, to our freedom. Go anywhere, do anything, the food's always there. It's like, I think when we don't keep our mind and our heart open, when we are looking at these holy texts, whatever faith it might be, we're missing out on a lot. We are robbing ourselves from the true meaning. So I think if there is such a thing as sin, which I don't, especially in this context, our sin was Creator God offering us life, a free life, with everything we need to survive. freedom to enjoy what we wanted, just to enjoy life. And we said, no thanks, we'll do it our way. That's what we said. And that's how you get kicked out of the Garden of Eden. This entire planet was the Garden of Eden. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here. But if any way possible, work for yourself and only yourself. You have to bring that independence back. Now, I'm not saying don't help your neighbor or other family members. I would never say that. You do. Somebody needs help and you can offer it, do it. But always keep your independence. Work for yourselves. That's what working for a living is. Okay? If you get my drift. Okay, Dad. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful